In this video, I'm going to show you how to create self-managed Kubernetes cluster and also how to upgrade one version to another version and also how to create a user in Kubernetes. These three we can see in this video. It would be some lengthy video. Please watch until end. You will be able to understand. So now I'm going to launch two instances. One instance for master, another instance for worker node, Kubernetes master and Kubernetes worker node. So here I'm selecting number of instances to name I'll give you later. And next AMI, Amazon machine image, I'm selecting Ubuntu. Then instance type I take T2 medium because T2 medium gives 2 vCPU and 4 GB memory. It would be sufficient to Kubernetes cluster. Key pair, I'm using Mumbai key. I'm having that key. Network settings, keep as it is. Keep as it is and go down, and launch instance. Okay, go to instances. Okay. So I'll give name. First instance, I give Kubernetes master. Second instance, I give node 1, Kubernetes node 1. Okay. So I would like to operate these two instances from mobile external. I'm selecting public IPv4 address and I'm opening mobile external. That mobile external here, kube master. Already I used some some sessions before. So just I'm going to change IP address. I'm going to edit session. In the edit session, I'm going to give my IP address. I'm selecting OK. Accept. Yeah. The instance is opened. The next node 1. Node 1 also I'm going to edit session. I'll take node 1 IP address. I paste in Mobax2 here. I paste. So here, specific username Ubuntu. I already used this machine before. So that the reason all the configurations I've done before. That the reason I'm not doing any configurations and advanced SSH settings. Here we give the key pair. So already whatever the key pair I selected there, that key pair assigned to this session. That the reason I'm not changing anything. Just I'm giving only IP address here, and I'm selecting. Okay. Whenever I double click here, it will be opened. Yeah, it was opened. So now I'm having master, kube master and node 1. So in this, firstly, I want to install Kubernetes cluster and one master, one control plane server and one worker node. So I go to website. I'll take a new tab. In the new tab, I write here installing KubeADM. So by using kubeadm tool, we are installing our Kubernetes, installing kubeadm. Here it is the official website kubernetes.io. Here we can see the instructions how to install Kubernetes. So now this is a latest version is 1.29, but I would like to take 1.28 version because once I created EKS cluster, I would like to upgrade it to show you how to upgrade the cluster. That's the reason I'm going to take it. Before you begin, so go down. Here, installing a container runtime. To run containers in pod, Kubernetes uses a container runtime. So take open link in a new tab. Here, firstly, we have to install runtime, Docker engine. I would like to install Docker engine as a runtime. It is also, I'm going to select here. Whenever I selected that one, it opened here. So here on each of your nodes, install Docker for your Linux distribution as per install Docker engine. I have to install Docker engine firstly. I'm taking a new, opening a new tab. Here I'm using Ubuntu. Go down. There will be some instructions, some steps. Yeah, these just copy here. To install Kubernetes, we have to copy those commands and we have to paste here. So here I would like to use multi-exec option. So whenever I clicked on there, it opened two terminals. So if I write in one terminal, it will be added into two terminals. So it is a flexibility. At a time, we can execute commands in both servers. Okay. Yeah. Already I copied this one and multi-paste option. Whenever I clicked on there, whatever I copied, I can see here and okay. So it was pasted in both servers. Click enter. Yeah, it is being updated. Go there and so these commands are set up Docker apt repository. So we are setting a repository by using these commands. Okay. So to install hearings, paste and copy, paste, next copy, paste. Yeah. Go down, copy from here to here, copy, paste. Next update command, copy, paste. It will be updated. Okay, go down, install the Docker package. So this is the package of installing Docker, that command. So now I'm executing that command. It is asking, do you want to continue? Yes. So Docker is being installed. It will take some little time. Once it was installed, if we execute this command, so this command for verify that the Docker engine installation is successful by running the hello world image. So whenever we execute this command, it pulls hello world image from image registry, and then we can understand the Docker is running perfectly. So okay, packages were installed. Now I'm using this command. So this command pulls image unable to find image hello world. It pulls. So first it will check in the local machine if there is it could not find image in local machine. It pulls from the library. So latest pulling from library hello world. So status yeah hello from Docker. This message shows that your installation appears to be working correctly. Okay, so our Docker was installed and running well. So now we can close this one, and here we already installed Docker engine, and second step install CRA Docker container runtime interface. So this I'm going to open a new tab. So here it yeah. So click on CRA Docker T. We'll get instructions in down. So go down, go down, go down. Advanced setup. Go down. So here, this link, open this link in new tab, releases. So here we can see CRI Docker 0.3.12 AMD 64. Just copy link address, go back and paste here. I want to become a sudo switch user. So I become a root user. I execute, sorry, wget. So that package I wanted to download in my local machine. That package, release package. So, so whenever I see it was downloaded, CRA Docker 0.3.12 AMD. So I wanted to untar it. So tar minus xvf and file name. So I unturned. We can see CRA Docker D here. Now what I do here, some commands go back, close it. We already downloaded. It was not required. So we use these commands until just first three commands we use. First command to change cd to go to into that directory. So in this directory. So we are in CRA Docker directory. Next, mkdir, this command execute. Next, this command execute. It will install CRA download. CRA Docker D, sorry. Okay. So next, so this command, so the after executing these three commands, go back, cd, go back, and delete these two, rm hyphen r, cri docker d, and cri docker d. Extracted tar file and tar file both delete. So now you see there is no one. So now go up and git clone this one. So it download the repository, CRA download the repository. See, CRA download repository. So same as first execute first command means we are entering into that repository. We entered into that repository. From third command, fourth command, we have to execute installing packaging system D. Execute this command. Next, copy, paste. Next, copy, paste. Next, copy, paste. Okay, okay, yeah. So Docker CRA Docker D was installed. So next we have to install kubedium, kubelet, kubectl. Close this one and close this one. Here, go down. Installing a container runtime we installed, container runtime interface, CRI Docker D we installed. Then go down. Installing kubedium, kubectl, kubelet. To install those here. So Debian based distribution, my distribution, that the reason I'm using these commands. If your distribution is different, you have to choose other one. Copy, paste, copy, copy, paste. So copy, paste, and update. Copy, paste. Next. So this command installs kubelet, kubedium, kubectl. Copy, paste. It will take some little time to install all those packages. And once it was done, we have to execute the next command. Just wait until it is finished. Yeah. So, okay, we installed all those. Yeah. So now we have to, so go down here. What next? Using kubedium to create a cluster. Now we have to create a cluster. So we till now we installed all the packages in both servers. So now we have to take one server as a master. So so the following commands we have to execute in only one node that should become a master node. Go down, go down. Uh, Initializing your control plane node. So now we have to initialize control plane node. So here I have to only execute some commands, only one server. So exit multimode and cube master. In the master node, we have to execute some commands. So here, second one, pod network CIDR. We have to choose pod network CIDR. Copy this and paste here first. Installing a pod network add-on. Go here. So we need pod network kubedium it. So here kubedium init with pod network CIDR. We have to execute this command. So delete this command cd paste and pod network CIDR copy paste. So we have to give the CIDR range. So first I open container network interface Calico. Calico, Calico. Type Calico here and Tigera. This is the Calico. So go to this here, install Calico for Kubernetes. Self-managed on-premises. Install Calico network and sorry, install Calico network. It's same as here. Go down. Here, install Calico manifest. Click on manifest. Here you can see 192.CIDR range. This range I would like to give while I'm installing Kubedium. So here paste that range, then space, and also I have to here, if you go back here, creating cluster. So CRI socket also we have to give which socket it has to be used. Then execute this command also. CIDR socket. Mm, The socket name also we can find here. Go up, go up, go up, go up, go up. Here, Docker engine using CRI Docker D. So CRI Docker D. This is the path. This path we have to give here. Yeah. Now execute. Kubedium init minus pod network CIDR range we have given, and say CRI socket path we have given. Now it will install Kubernetes Kubernetes containers, API server, scheduler, control manager, etc. So all components will be installed. I executed that command. It also takes some little time. Here you can see creating static pod manifest cube API server. So it was completed. Okay. So here you can see your Kubernetes control plane has initialized successfully. To start using your cluster, you need to run the following as a regular user. These commands I have to execute as a regular user. So before I am in root user right now. Alternatively, if you are the root user, you can run this command. I'll run firstly. So this command, it will store admin.configuration file. Yeah, I executed this command. Next, I'll become a Ubuntu user. Now I am Ubuntu user. I would like to execute these commands. So these commands it stores, it create .cube, and it stores config file in the .cube directory. That config file will have our Kubernetes details. Okay, I executed. Just I'll check long list. So .cube has been created. So go to .cube long list. Here config file. So in these commands, see config file config. This config was created here. Cat config. See, in this file we can see certificates authority, cluster details, and user details. Where is user? Here is user details. This will have. So it is a main file, configuration file to access our Kubernetes. If we lose this file, we can't access it. So now check kubectl get node.des nodes. So we are having only one node, and that node is control plane server, control plane node. So this node one we have to attach to this control plane node. So we have to execute one command here. If we go up, we can see here, where is it? Kube adm join command. This command joins the worker node to master node. So go here, come here and paste here, and also add one command here, hyphen. So that command is nothing but, if you go .cra socket. So whatever the socket path we have given to master node to use CRA socket, the same command along with this command, kubectl join command, we use that one. Okay, just paste it. You don't need to remember, just because you can refer from here and here, this one, copy and equal sign, paste here. Running pre-flight checks. Oh, one thing we forgot. So in the whenever we created, we didn't give a port number to access Kubernetes. So in if you go to security group for kubemaster node 1, we used only same security group. So if we add the command in one security group, that means it added in both. So in security group, we selected this one, the whatever the security we used. Go inbound rules, add rule. Here Kubernetes port number is 6443, and here CRD block, give all access and save rules. So now you can see it will be added and pre-flight. Yeah, see, for the kubelet. Yeah, this node has joined the cluster. Certificate signing request was sent to API server and response was received. The kubelet was informed of the new secure connection details. Okay, it was joined. Now we check, has it joined or not? Kubectl get NODES nodes. We can see two nodes. One is control plane, another one is worker node. But status is not ready. Why status is not ready? We installed all things, but we didn't install container network interface. The Calico I opened, you remember the Calico. So this Calico we have to install, then only our nodes can connect. So I'm copying this, paste, paste it, and go and kubectl apply command, paste. So now I installed Calico network plugin. This plugin provides network facilities between nodes and pods. See, service account was created, config map was created, and cluster role was created, cluster role binding was created, demo set also created. So now we check kubectl get nodes. So yeah, node status is ready here. So everything is ready now, and you can see version also, version v1.28. We run a pod and we check whether our cluster is working or not. So I go to here, pod, pod manifest file, pod manifest, pods kubernetes. Here we take manifest file definition. So this definition I'm going to take. It's a normal nginx pod will be created. I create pod.yaml and I paste that one here. Enter. Copy. Apply apply-f pod. What happened? Oh, sorry. kubectl I didn't use clear. kubectl apply-f pod.yaml. Yeah, pod has been created. kubectl get pods pods. We can see the pod is being created. Container creating. So it will be created. Yeah, yeah, container is running. So our Kubernetes cluster working well. So we created our Kubernetes cluster with on one worker node. So one master node and one worker node. We can create so many worker nodes. Just if we want to add whatever the steps initially we did to we in worker node we installed Docker, then we installed container runtime interface, CRA Docker D, and we those are mandatory. After that, we have to install kubeadm, kubectl, and kubelet. Then all those, after installing those, we have to use a command cube. Do you remember this command? Kubeadm join. This command. By using this command, we can add to our cluster, Kubernetes cluster. So many nodes we can add. This is the way to install Kubernetes cluster. We installed 1.28.9 version. Now I want to upgrade 1.28 version to 1.29. We see how we upgrade one version to another version. And go to here. So no, close all the tabs. Here, grading kubeadm clusters. So upgrading kubeadm clusters, we'll get a page. Open this page, and here we can see, so version 1.28 to version 1.29 commands, upgradation commands we can see in this page. Go down, go down. Hold on. So determine which version to upgrade. Find the latest patch release for Kubernetes. Firstly, we have to see whether the package is available or not. We have to see by using, firstly we update this, mm, paste here. So these commands we have to execute in control plane server. That means master node firstly, then we should execute in node, worker node. So here, whenever I execute this command, so I'm seeing here 1.28 packages, but I would like to upgrade 1.29 for the repository. Whatever the repository is being used, that repository is showing only 1.28 versions from 0 to 9. So I would like to see the 1.29 versions. For that, I am having a command. I open that command. I saved that command to change the repository. Kubernetes. Yeah, this is the command. Just copy. I'm going to copy and execute this command. So you can see this command. So as it is, if you execute, you can see what happens. One, just execute it. So you have executed. I'm also going to execute in node also. Node also using the same repository, right? To change that repository, I'm going to execute it. Yeah. Okay. Come back to master node. In the master node, again we use this command sudo apt cache madison kubedium. We can see 1.29 here. So we have to update. Where is update command? Yeah, sudo apt update. Then we should use Madison kubedium command. So here we can see 1.29.4 2.1. So this we can see here. Yeah. So now I would like to upgrade 1.29.4 2.1 version from 1.28 version 2. So here we go through the official documentation upgrading control plane nodes, the upgrade procedure on control plane node called kubedium upgrade. So firstly we have to do kubedium upgrade. So this is the command we have to execute, but here one modification we have to do. So here you can see 1.29. Here we have to 1.29. Here we have to one this this total version we want to upgrade, right? So here what I do, I delete 1.29.4 hyphen 2.1 and execute. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Next, verify verify that the download works and have the expected version. I use this command kubedium version. So here we can see major one minor 29. So next, verify the upgrade plan. So we have to execute this command and we can see present version and upgradable version. It will take some time, but it opens. Yeah. So here current version is these are components. So whenever we install Kubernetes pull these images, these pods. So now kube API server 1.29.28.9. So target version is 1.29. So all these components will be upgraded from 1.28.9 version to 1.29.4 version. You can now apply the upgrade by executing the following command. This command, if I apply, if I execute, So upgradation will be started. Permission denied. So I am not having a root permission. Failed to load admin kube config. So I have to become a root sudo switch user. Otherwise, just I can use sudo before that command. There. So now I'm having sudo permissions. So it is being, yes, Arishu wants to proceed. Yes, I would like to proceed. Now the components, whatever the components worker node in control plane server, those components will be upgraded. Once all the components such as API server, scheduler, etcd, control manager, then we have to upgrade kubelet kubectl. Keep preparing for kube API server upgrade. Waiting for the kubelet to restart the component. It will take some little time. So once that was upgraded, then we have to choose a version to upgrade to and run the appropriate command, for example. So yeah, this command already be executed after that. So once the command finishes, you should see success. Your cluster was upgraded to version 1.29 and subversion, whatever the version we have given there. Okay, next, go back once. Yeah, it's still being upgraded. Okay, port for label selector component, Cube API server. All the components are being upgraded. So once upgradation was completed, we see success status. After that, we have to for other control plane nodes. We are not having other control plane node. Drain the node. After that, we have to drain the node. This command we have to use. Okay, wait. Yeah, Cube API server upgraded successfully, and remaining also upgrade like this successfully. Control manager, scheduler, etcd. So after all upgraded successfully, then we can execute next commands. So here see, Q control manager upgraded successfully. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Cube scheduler upgraded successfully. Okay. Okay. So we see success status. Whatever the status here it was showed earlier, success. So this we can see there. This that one is same. Okay. Come down. And here, drain the node. Prepare the node for maintenance by marketing it unschedulable and evicting the workloads. So we have to use this command, but here we have to do one change. Before that, I see my kubectl get nodes. So one is control plane, another one is worker node, right? So here in this command, I have to do one change. Here, code to drain that my node name I have to add here. So my node name, control plane node name, I'm executing. Yeah, here. So whenever I used drain command, whatever the pods running in that node, and those will be scheduled to in another nodes. Here evicting pod and pod code DNS evicted, pod code DNS evicted, node drained. So go upgrade kubelet and kubectl. So we have successfully completed upgrading Cube ADM and all the components API server, Cube control manager, etcd, and scheduler we upgraded successfully. Now we have to upgrade kubelet and kubectl. So my flavor is Ubuntu. I'm going to execute these commands. Here also we have to do some changes. Paste here. So here kubelet, for kubelet version we have to select. So whatever the version we have to improve to go up, this not like the command. Once again, what I do, I use one command. Earlier, I've used command to see the packages. This is the command Madison kube. Once I use it and I can see the version name detailing. See, yeah, this is the version name. Then now I use this command to install. Go back. Oh, yeah, this command. So what does it do? It will install and here we have to change the versions. So 1.29.4 hyphen 2.1. So the same I will change here. 4 hyphen 2.1. Same kubectl also. I change 4 hyphen 2.1. Enter. Kubelet kubeproxy also will be installed and upgraded. Upgraded here, say to upgraded to man 48. Yeah. Okay. Successfully my here. Yeah, here we have to use restart the kubectl with this command, and again restart kubectl, copy with this command. Okay. Okay. Next, uncordon the node. We already cordon, right? Kubectl get nodes. So it is in ready, but scheduling disabled. Whenever I uncordon that one, it will be schedulable. So what I do, here I have to give the name of the node. Paste. Now see kubectl uncordon. You can see here uncordon kubectl get NODS nodes. So we can see control plane server was upgraded 1.28 to 1.29.4, the present version. Same as we have to upgrade node also. So I'm going into node here, upgrade worker node. See, open this link, upgrade Linux nodes. See here, open this link and go down. Yeah, here also you can say upgrading worker nodes, upgrade kubadium. We have to upgrade kubadium here. Here also we have to select the version. The version we have to select it, select here. So here 4 hyphen 2.1, right? And execute that one. The packages will be installed. Once it was done, the kubadium upgrade for worker nodes, this upgrades the local kubelet configuration. So this I have to execute in the same worker node only. Here, pasting this one. Yeah, successfully updated. Okay, drain the node. So kubelet drain the node to whatever the pods are running in that node. It will be rescheduled to other pods, other nodes. Execute this command on a control plane node. We have to execute this command on control plane node only. So here, paste, and here I have to give the name of that worker node. What is the name? This is the name of that worker node. Paste here, execute. What happened? Kubectl drain. Go to drain node due to delete ports declared. First to the word. What happened? Just a second. Yeah. But node become unschedulable. Kubectl get NODES. So scheduling disabled. Okay. Go to node 1, and next if we come down, upgrade kubelet and kubectl. this command Ubuntu flavor. I'm selecting because my flavor is Ubuntu, and copy that. So this also have to execute in the worker node. Here also we have to change the versions. So kubectl version 4-2.1 and kubelet version also 1.29.4-2.1. Execute it. So it will be installed and upgraded. Once it was completed, we have to reload daemon by using sudo systemctl daemon reload command. Paste it and systemctl restart and restart kubelet. Then uncordon. We already cordon, right? We already drained the node and we have to uncordon. This also we should execute this command on the control plane node. Go to control plane and paste it here. Change the name here. Save the name, paste it, execute, uncordon. Now see kubectl get NODES nodes. Both nodes have been upgraded 1.29 from 1.28. Let's we run a pod, just whether working again or not. So pod here, searching pod manifest file. Here we take this one, copy, vi, new pod.yaml, paste it, wq, exclamation sign. Now cube ctl apply apply hyphen f, new pod name, file name, execute. Yeah, pod was created. Kubectl get pods. So pod is running nginx. Okay. Here actually the already the same manifest file we used to create a pod earlier. So here it was showing unchanged. So if we use another one, for example, go new. Yes, here I'll change image name. Nginx. Otherwise, the change metadata. Mm, my nginx. Yeah, new prod is created. kubectl get pods. Yeah, my nginx new pod was created 5 seconds ago. So this is why we have to install Kubernetes, and we can add many worker nodes just by using kubectl command. And we have seen how to upgrade here, and I'll show you how to create a user. So in the real time, in the companies, we will not have the administration permission. We will have given some specific permissions to access our Kubernetes. So now I create a user. I'll give some permissions to that user to execute, to use Kubernetes. Okay. I create one new server. From that new server, I access Kubernetes. Go to Chrome, go to here, EC2, instances, launch instance. So here I'll give just, I'll name it BST Bastion. Go down, I'm taking Ubuntu AMI and T2 Micro. I use T2 Micro only. Give a name, Mumbai key. Launch instance. Also, I have to add one port. We add later that port 6443 port we have to add in that security group. to access Kubernetes. Is so Passion Mission. I'm taking IP address. Open MobaXterm. The MobaXterm here I already used before. That the reason you're seeing the sessions here already. Just I'm editing that session. Just I'm changing the keypad house name. Sorry, I'm changing the IP address. Just click OK. Double click on that. Accept. Oh, oh, sorry, the server is running. Still initializing. That the reason I think it is not being opened. Mhm. Just check. Did we Ubuntu? Okay, of Virginia. No, the key pair was wrong. New key pair. The key pair did I use? Just a second, I'll check key pair I used here. Go here, we can see Mumbai key one. Oh, Mumbai key one I used. Mumbai key one. Okay, this is that one. Yeah, open. Okay, click on Bashing Machine. Yeah, it is being opened. Okay. So whenever if we forget the key PEM key name, and we can see here key name here. It is available. Yeah. Okay. Go back. So we logged into the new server. From here, I would like to access Kubernetes. And one more thing, that instance also should be in the same network, whatever the VPC I'm using, in that same VPC, that server should be created. Then only it will be accessible. Okay. Remember this one. Now, I'm having some commands. Here, I execute these commands to create some files. First one, open SSL gen RSA minus out manoj.k. I'm going to create this key. Open SSL gen RSA minus out anoj.txt 2048. Execute this one. Okay. So see here, the manoj.txt file was created. Okay. Then next one, open SSL, then SSL req minus new minus e manoj.key minus out manoj.csr minus subj /cn equals to manoj plus 12 quotes. And could not open file or URL for loading private key from manoj.key. Oh, I did mistake. I've given .manoj.txt here, not key. So it's my mistake. So what we do, just to clear it, CLA clear. I switch to sudo Again, we have to execute sudo switch user minus. So I'm becoming a root user because here is no files. So again, I'll create by just I copy paste this one. Copy paste. So manoj.key was created. The next command, this command, also I'm going to copy paste it. Paste it. I'll give these commands in the description. You can take from there. So we can see manoj.csr, manoj.key has been created. Just I check what is there. Manoj.key first I'll see. I cat it. So here begin private key was created. Okay. Let me watch manoj.csr. So cat. cat. Here certificate request was created. Okay, we are having two files. Two files were created in our local machine. Next, this command we have to execute open ssl509 minus req minus in manoj csr. So this command I have to execute, but this command I have to execute in master node, and also master node should have these two files manoj.csr and manoj.crt. Sorry, no, manoj.csr, where is key? Okay, so it's only csr file should be there. Okay, what I do, the both files whatever I created, these two files I create in, we can do copy also, otherwise we can just the ubuntu clear clear sudo switch user, I become a root user. So here you can see there are no files of manoj.key, manoj.csr. What I do, go to bash machine here, this one delete. Okay. I add manoj.key first. I create key. So copy paste. I'll copy paste into master Kubernetes master. ma and dot key manoj dot key. Sorry. Manoj dot key. Paste here and save the key. And next, cat manoj.csr. So this key also copy manoj.csr, paste, save it. Okay. See manoj.csr, manoj.key. This command we have to execute in a master node. Copy this command, paste it. Certificate request self signature. Okay. So, okay. Then this command config set credentials manoj kind notification. Okay, manoj set user. Yeah. Okay. You see user manoj set. So user was created. Display. Okay. These are enough. These commands are enough. Now user was created. What I have to do, I have to create a role, and I have to create a role, and I should bind a role to this manoj user. So what I do, I go here. Here I'll search role. manifest file. Authentication. Okay. Or back authentication. Okay. Yeah, this is a role. Just copy this role, copy, and vi row manoj dot yaml yaml row dot yaml yaml role. I am going to create a role. So here role kind is role metadata namespace default, but I want to create this role not to default. Prod. I'll create a namespace. Okay, prod prod. Okay, name pod reader rules. These are the rules of that role. Okay, I also give create. You'll code create create. Okay, save this file, and I have to create a pod namespace, right? kubectl kubectl create create namespace prod twister path. What happened here? kubectl will get pods pods. Oh, here I think .q file is not there. .q here it is there. What happened? Why? There config file or not? There is config file too. Cat config file. Cat config. Yeah, there's no cluster details in this. That's the reason. So what we do, CLE, I go into config file. Here, see, there is no cluster details. That's the reason we could not access being a root user. What I do, I delete this config file, rm remove config file. The config file was deleted. Already, I will have the config file. I'll go change directory etc kubernetes. You can see here admin.conf file. So this admin.conf file will have the cluster details and user details, all the details. You can cat it, see here. So this file I copy from here and I paste there. cp slash admin etc kubernetes admin to dot cube not home kube dot cube. Now let's change it to dot cube cat config. Yeah, can access now. Now we can see we can access to cluster from our master ctl because that file before that file was not there. That the reason we could not access and we got some error. kubectl get pods or nodes. See, we can see the nodes. Now I already created role.yaml. I have to execute. Firstly, I have to create a namespace. kubectl create create a namespace prod. Yeah, prod namespace was created. Next, I have to create a role kubectl kubectl apply hyphen f role yaml. Yeah, here role was created. Okay, pod reader created. Good. Then role, and I have to bind that role. Role. This is cluster role binding. So I have to bind that role. I'm using this one. PI role dind role binding yaml, paste it. So here we can see kind role binding metadata name read pods. Okay, namespace default, the namespace only pod namespace I want to give. Okay, pod namespace. Then kind. So username Manoj. We already created user Manoj, right? By using those commands. API group. Next role pod reader. Already we created a pod. We created a role. Role name was pod reader. Okay. Okay. So namespace kind pod. Yeah, namespace here we have to give prod. Prod. I did a mistake. Prod. Mm, okay. Yeah. kubectl apply hyphen f role binding kubectl apply hyphen f role binding. Okay. Okay. Role binding also created. Yeah. So role we created, role binding we created. So what we have to do? So we created a user, we created a role, we bind a role to that user. Then we have to access this prod namespace by using other Bashan mission. So here we go to dot cube long list. So config file. So whenever we created any users, anything, the config file will be updated. Cd change cat. We cat config. The config, there is no update. It's okay. No problem. What we do, this config file details I'll copy, and we have to create one config.cube file. In that .cube file we have to provide the details, and we have to give the details of Manoj dot here I forgot to tell you here what file was created when we created one certificate was created CRT. This CRT we should create into Bashan mission. What I do, so Manoj.crt certificate cat Manoj.crt. I copy this data and paste in Bashan mission create Manoj.crt, right? Manoj.crt certificate. CRT means paste it. Okay. Okay. Here we see we are having Manoj.crt. Now, what I do, I go to .cube and I cat config conf. I copy everything from the beginning to end. So I modify this file, copy. In Bashan mission, we are in, we have to go to dot. So there is no .cube, right? We have to create mkdir .cube. We created a directory and change directory into .cube. So here no files are available. We create config config, paste it. Yeah, here I do something changes. So, okay. So here, okay, first cluster, okay, and here user is admin user. So I what I do, I client certificate data. This client certificate, client certificate, copy, paste here. And I delete this one. Find the key. Copy. Okay. To go up here, here cluster Kubernetes, okay. User Manoj user, right? Manoj, Manoj. Name also Manoj. Current context also Manoj. Manoj and kind config preference users. So users here also Manoj. Manoj users client certificate. I'll give here the path of my certificate. So my certificates are in with long list, not here. Yeah. So the switch user. Okay. So these path I have to give. So these are in root. Okay. Slash certificate over the root slash manoj.crt. Copy manoj.crt. Paste and key. We will also manoj.key. Okay. So here namespace I context namespace user. Name, yes, namespace p and od prod. kubectl get keyword sports. Oh, kubelet was not installed. We have to, by using this command, we can install kubelet in this server. Kubelet is important to execute kubelet, right? Snap install. So we have to use classic. Paste it. Downloading kubectl. Okay, kubectl. Get PODS pods. No resources found. So in that resources, there are no pods. The reason no resources are found. So what I do, I create a pod here. So I already have given the right here. Go to pod. Take a pod manifest. Copy vi pod not YAML. Paste here the namespace. I give the namespace pod namespace prod kubectl apply apply -f. Mm, how did I create it? In kubectl did I create a pod? No problem. Pod, yeah, pod was created. Kubectl get pods. So pod is running here. So we can only access a prod namespace only. Kubectl, I already given namespace prod right there in that config file. So that the reason directly it is showing the prod namespace. So kubectl get nodes. See what happens. Sorry. Kubectl get nodes nodes. So here node is forbidden. User Manoj can't list resources nodes in API group at the cluster scope. So I'm not having access because I've given access only prod namespace. That's the reason I can't see any other namespaces in the Kubernetes clusters except prod namespace. That is the reason whenever in the companies they don't give the permission to all people to access Kubernetes cluster as an admin user. So they'll create users and they provide some specific authenticate access permissions to the users. So then only they can access some namespaces. So this is the way to create user. This is the way to give the permissions. Okay. So kubectl get pods. So the pod is running. So this is the things we are seeing here. First, we have seen to create Kubernetes cluster by using only one worker node and by using a kubeadm tool. And secondly, we upgraded Kubernetes 1.28 version to 1.29 version. And thirdly, we created a user and we have given permissions to that user, and that user accessed Kubernetes cluster by using another server. That server also has to be created in the same VPC and the same network. Then only the cluster can be accessed. So these are all things we have seen in this video. Thank you so much. Bye.